Is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, well, good morning, everybody. Scott Nelson here from Spokane, Washington, with Trip Mayhew down in sunny, warm San Diego, Encinitas. We want to
Hey, hey,
welcome
hey.
everybody. We want to welcome everybody to our first training since our official pre-launch begun. It's been a long week. It's been a busy week. It's been a frustrating week at times, but we're making some incredible progress. As you have already noticed, we have seen, I think, close to 40 or 50 people sign up in the last 48 hours. So we're seeing that the websites are working quite well, and we're working with our developers in getting everything really in place on the retail shopping carts. So we're going to cover a lot of information today. I just kind of wanted to start by welcoming everybody here. We know we have a lot of new consultants that are joining us today for their very first My Results training. This is going to be a little different format today, as we went into our official pre-launch a couple of days ago. And normally Saturdays are reserved for specific training to really bring tips and different things that can help you to build your My Results business. We really are firm believers that we are going to really help you. The success of the company, of course, is really dependent on how our consultants do in building their organizations, and of course how we do as a company, bringing the most cutting edge products to you that you can share with your friends and family. I just kind of wanted to take a moment here to start today before we go into the official back office training. We have a lot of stuff to cover. We're also going to ask you if you have any questions. We're going to open up the last part of the webinar to try to answer as many questions that we can possibly answer. But last night I was talking to a very good friend of mine, and you know, when Trip and I first started talking about developing this company, My Results, really the passion that we both had when we started to talk about this was the direct response television industry. We have had such an incredible amount of knowledge that we've been able to gain over the last 6 years about network marketing and direct response. And in discussing a little bit more in detail with my friend last night, we were on the phone, I think, till about 10:30 last night. He asked me this specific question, and I get it quite a bit. I have a lot of people that ask me, when do you and Trip think that you guys are going to be able to start doing television infomercials? And are you passionate about that? And I can tell you, I know Trip and I know myself, and we are really more than passionate about direct response. And so to answer that question, I said, well, right now we have about 400 people that are registered consultants. And if we could have 50% of those people would be absolutely passionate and really understand the vision about where we can get to if we all just work together. I remember when we first were introduced to direct response network marketing, and I never forget that day that I received the phone call from Trip, and we talked about what this company was going to want to do back in, I think it was 2006, 2007. And there were zero promises by this company other than they were going to merge television infomercials and network marketing. And but there was no promise to us. There was not any dates. They weren't saying we're going to start this next week or next year. They just said this is what we're going to do. And it fell upon, that seed fell upon our path. Trip and I, we immediately embraced what they wanted to do, and we absolutely made a dedication to one another that we were going to hold ourselves accountable, and for the next 6 to 12 months we were going to build a huge organization. And it reminds me so much of where we are today, and I know it does Trip also, because we are in a place where we have a definite focus and a definite goal that we want to reach as quickly as we possibly can. And that is the day that we're able to take cutting edge products from My Results and go into the television studio with some incredible talented people and turn out very powerful television infomercials. And once those successful programs start to air, what's going to happen for you and your team, those people that had that initial vision when they joined My Results, they're going to start to have unlimited potential with customers and leads and people that have watched these incredible 30-minute programs that are absolutely chomping at the bit to find out more about our products, about the opportunity with My Results. And guess what? Those people like yourselves are going to have access to those people. So what do we have to do right now? Right now, it's the people that are taking time out of their Saturday. There's over 50 people already on this training, and you undoubtedly have things that you could be doing right now other than jumping on here for an hour with us. But you're the committed 53 that are on right now, 54. There's people that keep coming on that have a vision because you're here. And what we need to ask of you starting right now is to carry that vision out into the field and start to share your vision with passion, just like when I was talking last night on the phone with my buddy. The passion, I mean, literally, it was like 9:30 at night, and within an hour, I was more passionate than I'd ever been about My Results and about the direction that we're heading. And I found myself like literally buzzing. I'm not sure if it was the B12 patch or just my emotion. But we were talking about this, and I said to him, I would never be doing what I'm doing right now and putting in this kind of work and these type of hours if I definitely knew that I was going to not get this company and the programs and the products on the television. I would have zero interest in building a traditional network marketing business. So I'm going to just ask that those of you that have taken time today to jump on this broadcast with Tripp and I would catch that passion, get that vision, because when you communicate the vision of direct response network marketing, that is what is going to really excite people that are looking for opportunity. We are so excited about our B12 patch. We had a great update today on our Facebook page from our group out in New York, and they had their first event. We actually sent them some samples because they have some appointments and meetings over the last couple of days with our travel and hangover patch, and the results are amazing.
Hey, Scott.
Like we knew they, yeah.
Why don't we? I have an idea. I actually have Elias. He's one of the group leaders. He's on the call right now. We can kind of go out to him and see what kind of results he actually got.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, so for those, so what Scott's talking about is there's a really, really good group of guys out there called the Go-Getters. They're all under 25. They're all college students, and they understand what business building is about and what this business model is about. So what you're looking at there is an Instagram of, I think it's Ethan's picture. This is a package that I sent out to them with some samples of the hangover patch, which is not ready yet. So they got this patch, they called up, they got a group of about 20, 30, 40 in the room. In fact, if you look, they actually have their own name. And if you want to talk about how to really build a team, you're looking at what's called the Go-Getters. And they're welcoming all the new go-getters that come aboard the team. They're working together. They're doing their own private calls. But what we did is with that package, I guess they tested out the fatigue and hangover patch. And from what I hear, I got a little text message this morning. But I'll let Elias kind of tell you guys right from the horse's mouth. So hey, Elias, you out there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. So we got about 60, 70 people on the call. I just wanted to maybe you can reiterate kind of how your little test went last night.
Oh my goodness. So what we did was we gave everybody in our organization one, and in order to get one, they had to bring a +1 to the party and hand it to a friend. And this morning we had a whole frat house up at 10:30, walking around the house making breakfast. And he said this was the first Saturday morning any of them have been up at 10:30 all semester.
That's really cool. So, so how did you actually apply the patch? So obviously you gave it to them as a group, or you gave, it was like a little contest, a +1. But how did you guys apply it? Did it like right before they started drinking? Was there a lot of heavy drinking? I mean, you guys are. Why don't you tell people a little bit about you guys and what you guys do as far as just being young and being in college?
Oh, okay. So as far as how we applied it, everybody was like, we're gonna put it in different spots to see where it works best. So I put it right, kind of on my abdomen. We had people putting them on their forearms. People put it on their shoulder. Before most people put it on before they started drinking. A couple people put it on after they started drinking, and it said it still worked basically just as well.
Very, very cool. So you guys had a good night then, huh?
Oh, we had a fantastic night. It was, yeah, it was, and oh, just not to sound, I don't know, I guess unprofessional, but there have been a few people in our organization that did drink heavily, so it's not like we put it on, had 1 or 2 drinks and said that it works. There was people that drink just as much as they do at a normal college party, and they said it worked fantastically.
Well, I think everybody's been, everyone's been in those shoes young, and the cool part about it is not only young and partying is part of that, but actually being smart, understanding this business model of direct response network marketing, because we're going to be sending out checks to you guys as you guys build your organization, which you're looking at on the screen now. It's already growing crazy. You guys are doing a great job. So I just want to say congratulations to all the hard work that you guys are doing, and I look forward to being out in Buffalo real soon.
Thank you. Oh, yeah,
right.
We're in Albany, though. We're not getting hit with 6 feet of snow.
All right, well, even better then. I can roll into Albany then.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so Scott, that is that's straight from the horse's mouth, kind of what happened on our patch.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's not just a patch that you would use if you were going to be a college kid. It's for the business person too that's going out. They're traveling. They get on a plane. Maybe you're flying. I know that I go overseas a lot on missions trips, and I hate the jet lag feeling flying from here to Europe, especially. You get off, the time change is 8 hours, and you're kind of on a plane for 8 to 10 hours, and you get off. You really don't know what country you're in, so I can't wait to try that travel patch. It's going to really help clear those cobwebs. But if you're also just out traveling and you're having a business meeting, maybe you're in sales or something like that, those late evening business meetings over dinner, maybe you have a few drinks or a few glasses of wine, and then you got to be back up the next morning at 5:30 or 6, and it's really, really exciting to be able to have those cobwebs, whether it's just travel cobwebs or not getting enough sleep. But it's also cool that we have the B12 energy patch, because you can pop that thing on first thing in the morning when you get up after your travel and after you've been out. And wow, it's just very, very powerful what we're doing. So we're excited, Trip.
So Scott, you think I should, I mean, we're doing a training, but we're also doing an update call. Do you want me to share with the team? It's not set in stone yet. We don't have a specific date yet, but we are coming out with a combo pack. Maybe I can share with him. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should get them updated and get ready here.
Okay, so as you guys know, we just finished I think we've tested over 100 people with the fatigue. It's called Head Ease Fatigue and Hangover Patch, and you heard it right from Elias how his group is doing, the college crew, and then the travel, of course. It's made up of vitamins, minerals, and also some specific herbs that kind of help clear your mind and clear your brain, and also reduce the effects of some of the alcohol and also the altitude. But we understand that everybody doesn't drink every day, or everyone doesn't travel every day. So what we're doing is we're going to be combining what's called a 3-2. So on every sheet of our patches, there's 6 patches. We're going to be combining the B12 Evergo Energy in 3 sheets. So you're going to get 18 of those, and then you're going to get 2 sheets or 12 of the hangover patch. We haven't given it a name yet or a title yet, but you'll be able to purchase that on auto ship. We're probably going to be adding it to the sign up page as well, and then you're also going to be able to sell it to your customers. So it's going to be a combination of B12 energy plus the hangover and the fatigue patch. That's going to be coming out, Scott. I think we're looking at about a couple weeks to get that in inventory and rolling out.
All right, yeah, and that's where it's going to get very, very exciting, because more choice brings more sales, and more sales bring you more volume. More volume brings you a bigger paycheck, and as your group has more and more choices with these incredible products that we're rolling out, it's going to get very, very exciting, and offer you an opportunity to even make greater commissions on direct sales. I don't know, Trip, how we're coming along with the shopping carts, having things back there where they can start sending customers to actually order their products, either retail for $59.95 for a 1-month supply, or $49.95 on the auto ship. How's that process coming along?
So we're looking at probably the beginning of the week, next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to go live with the ability to sign up customers and retail the product. What we need to do is make sure that the volumes are square, that the retail prices are square, that the commission's paid properly. So there's a lot kind of going behind the scenes. Our first goal was obviously to transition. Our second goal was to make that transition smooth, so that way you guys can update your information and get your auto ships out. That had some bumps in the road, but that's no problem. Those are all getting ironed out. Then our third step, once we finish all that, there's a couple little issues with passwords, and it's just some small stuff that we gotta iron out. But then what we're going to be doing is turning back on the shopping cart, and that will include the hangover patch and some of the other stuff, or the fatigue, the head ease patch. And my guess, Scott, is Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, and we just want to reiterate to people that are listening in today that we are in our pre-launch, and the reason it's called pre-launch is it just means that we've moved forward out of a lot of the testing that we've been doing over the last 30 days. It does not mean that we are going to be out of the woods with bumps in the roads. We saw that yesterday in a couple of the things that we were doing with our auto ship. Trip, probably the greatest need that we have right now that I can see is for the people to get the communication out to the field. Because here's the problem. Until we put in a text type platform, when people sign up, and those that have texting, they will put their cell phone number in where we can text a broadcast out. It's communication with the field. We have nearly 400 people enrolled now as consultants, and yet we look, and I think as of this morning, Trip, we had about 150 people that have gone in and actually set up their auto ship. And we want to just make sure that real quickly, just make sure that if you are a new enrollee, that process is already done for you when you enroll. The people that we're trying to reach out to are the 250 people that actually enrolled between the 12th of October and the 15th of November, that were enrolled during our beta, when they just went in and signed up, paid their $49.90 administration and web fees, but they did not set up their auto ship. Those are the people that we need to reach out to, Trip. So if you're listening in today and you have personally enrolled people during the beta launch, we ask that you would contact by telephone and make certain that they watch the video instruction that Trip put out. It's posted over on our Facebook group, and it's really important that people get in there. I think they need to go in, Trip, and set up shipping for either Monday or Tuesday if they can get in there this weekend, and that way we can get you into the business, get your product out to you, and mail it out next week. And we want to make sure that you're not inactive as you move into the month of December. Remember, part of the qualification to being an active consultant is to have a minimum of 35 PV each month. So we want to make sure we can communicate that.
Yeah, and I can show people on this webinar real quick how to do that. And I will tell you that right now there's 2 ways to reach our audience. There's 3 ways. There's email, there's Facebook, and then there's the trickle down or the downline. One of the main reasons companies actually, one of the reasons that people actually build network marketing companies is because it reduces the amount of support required and it improves the communication. So our job is to empower you guys with the correct communication, and your job is to bring that communication downline. That's where the value in building a network marketing company from a corporate standpoint stands. So it's important that you do that. Now, I can tell you that with email, we can see our open rates. We could see how many people open emails, and it's not that many. We could see how many people are on Facebook, and it's a little more than half. So it's all about getting your people in the communication line, and once you do that, you'll be able to duplicate much better your results, and you'll be able to make more money and build a bigger business. After all, I mean, at the end of the day, this is your sales organization. You own it. These are people that you need to work with and empower. So having said that, Scott, I think what I could do is, for anyone that has not set up the auto ship, I can show them in the back office exactly how to do that. Is that something you want me to do on this call right now?
Yeah, I think that'd be great, so people can see it and they can get on the phone and get a hold of their person enrolled and make sure that they get the video. Tripp did talk about going over to Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, set up an account. You don't have to post any of your own personal information. If you just go over there at facebook.com, and then once you sign up as an account, it's free to do so. And then just make sure that you just type in my results, and you'll see our support group over there. There's already, I sent out a link that you can click on yesterday that will take you directly to the group, and you can just request. It is a private group, so you have to request membership. But Tripp, yeah, go ahead and show a person that joined during the beta launch how to get their auto ship set up and how that looks.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process. It's going to take about 2 minutes. I'm going to show you guys how to log on and how to set up your auto ship. Now, if there are any issues, I'm going to show you how to take care of those issues after I show you the process. So it's simple. You go to myresultz.com and / if you want to make sure it's your site, you can put a / your own username in there, and then you're just simply going to hit consultant log on. Once you hit consultant log on, it's going to ask you for your username or ID. I'm going to go ahead and use my master username or my master ID, and it's going to take you into the back office. And for those that haven't seen the back office, didn't watch the video, you're looking at our brand new back office. Really cool. We have nav bars on the left, nav bars on top, and information here on the right. So nav bar on the left, under tools, you're going to expand it. Hover over the down arrow, click it. You're going to see a thing that says Auto Ship Manager. Now, since I already have payment information in this system, it's not going to ask me to put my payment information in. But if you have not set this up for the first time, the first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to add a credit card. Once you add your credit card, you're going to simply hit done, and then down at the bottom of the screen, you're going to hit use current card for your auto ship, and then there's another button that says create auto ship. When it asks you to create an auto ship, it's going to take you to the item page. And on the item page, all you're going to do is add whatever item you want. You're going to just add the B12. So if you were to add the B12, that'll go. You just simply hit add one, hit add item. It's going to add it right to this section right here. You'll see, okay, here's what's already here. Now, notice that item 15 is defaulted. That is the consultant monthly fee. That's for your back office from the day you start your auto ship till 30 days out. So you're going to have your auto ship items here. Maybe you want to add another one. Maybe you want to add the hangover, head ease and travel and hangover patch. You can add that on auto ship as well. And when you're done, this is what is going to be in your auto ship items. You're going to move to this button on the top right here that says back to auto ship. And we're recording this if you guys need to refer back to it. So the next step is you're going to set your schedule. So here's what we've done. There's 4 things that you need to do for your auto ship. 1, you need to tell us where to charge it. You need to tell us what you want, and you need to tell us what day of the month you would like it sent out, and then just verify your shipping. So all you got to do is on this nav bar, you're gonna hover over auto ship schedule, and you're gonna set your auto ship date, your next auto ship date. Now, in order to collect commissions and stay active for the month of November, you're gonna want to set, if you haven't done so already, today is the 22nd of November. You're gonna want to set your order date for either the 24th or the 25th. We're gonna be running auto ships that day and that day, and that'll get your product out to you literally probably by the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of December. But you select your date. In this case, we'll select it for the 24th. You'll see it right here. You hit update. Then you're going to check your shipping information. Make sure that all that information is correct. And when you're done with that, if you need to add it, just hit submit. And then I want you to go back to Auto Ship Manager. And I want you to check that you have the correct items in your auto ship. I want you to check that you have the correct next order date. It has to be this month. Otherwise, you'll go 1 month inactive, and we don't want you to do that. And that's pretty much it. This is only, to reiterate to what Scott said, this is only for people that already have a back office. All the people that you're signing up new, this is done automatically. Whatever they selected at sign up is what they're going to get that month. They can then go and change and edit that as well. But I think that kind of clears everything up, does it not, Scott?
Yeah. It just, remember that if people sign up, like I'm signing up Trip right now, Trip's going to go in, he's going to make his selection of his auto ship, and it is going to be automatically dated today. So that means that every 30 days that will automatically ship. And if Trip needed to move it up, let's say from the 22nd of December, which would be his next one after today, then he could go in there and adjust it. You just have to make sure that you always have a minimum of 35 PV every month. Because Trip, what will happen, let's say, if I didn't order product this month and then next month with Christmas and everything, it slipped my mind and I went my second month without having my product, would there be anything that would happen that would impact me negatively if I went 2 full months?
Yeah, so the way the system is set up is all consultants are required to be on at least an auto ship. So, and that includes their consultant monthly fee. So if you didn't set up the auto ship for this month and you didn't set auto ship for next month, the next month you would have to make up the consulting fee, because you'd have to make up the price for the consulting fee that you missed last month. But you would, if you didn't set it up at all, you would get purged out of the system, because the system is designed at 60 days, it kicks you out. So, and you each month of the consultant monthly fee is a requirement. And the reason that is because it costs money for us to manage, host, maintain, and support all this information. So in order for you guys to run your business, this is your business office, this is your management section, and this is the cost of doing business. So if you skipped a month, then when you went to set it up next month, you'd also owe for the previous month. If you didn't catch up after that and you were basically delinquent for 60 days, the system will purge you. It's only $35. Yeah. It's pretty simple. It's not a big requirement.
Right, and we don't want anybody to lose their position in the matrix, especially early on, because if that happened, of course, you could re-enter, but you would most definitely re-enter at a less of a good position in the 4x7 matrix if you had to re-enter it.
Yeah, so Scott, let me address a quick question that we're having from Lisa Davis. So Lisa set her auto ship up for she set it up today on the 22nd, but she set it up for the 21st. So to answer your question, Lisa, what's going to happen is on Monday we're gonna run our auto ship software program, and it will pick up any orders that have not been placed. So in this particular case, your order, since you set it on the 22nd, it didn't run on the 21st. It will catch it on the 23rd, and then on the following in December, it'll go right back to the 21st is when it'll run the auto ship. So you're fine. We're going to run that auto ship on Monday. It'll capture your card and all that stuff, and you will be able to you'll be able to get your product. So I hope hopefully that answers your question. So let's see. So some people are asking about quantities. Don't worry about that. Our fulfillment company and our stocking company, our manufacturing company, we're on board with that. We're all good to go. So Deanna's saying that my auto ship is saying no information available, almost like I'm not there. I'm really not sure what that means, to be honest with you. But what I would say is, if you could just follow the instructions, it should be simple. And if you have an issue, we could probably take a look at it Monday and run your auto ship Monday. That's for Deanna.
Deanna.
Deanna. So Deanna's saying I have no credit card info. So you're going to have to go up to payment information, add a credit card, and when you're done adding the credit card, hit this button that says use this card for your auto ship, and you'll be good to go.
And just make sure you select your product. So
yeah. All right. So let's move on. What else would you like to cover, Scott?
Well, let's talk about, a lot of people are asking about when commissions are paid, how they will get paid. I know that many people have signed up for their Dwolla accounts. You had also mentioned that maybe for December and January, or for December and November, you were talking about cutting checks. Do you have any updates on that?
Yeah, I'd actually like to that we have that corporate meeting that we already set up to discuss some of the payment and the merchant account processing, all this stuff. Probably want to sidebar this and set it aside for now. But probably more than likely, what we're going to be doing is our first round of commissions will probably be a check. So if you guys got some fast start bonuses, you'll probably get a check sent out to you. All the more reason to get your address accurate in your back office and your email. Another reason to get your email absolutely accurate is because we'll probably or more than likely be using Dwolla. And what Dwolla is it's just it's almost like a gateway. It's an escrow account. It's similar to PayPal, but a little bit more friendly. All we do is post your payment into Dwolla. You get an email and says, hey, there's money in your Dwolla account. You log on to Dwolla, and if you don't have an account, you create that account. That money will be in your Dwolla account, and you can do whatever you want with it. You could download it to your bank account, or transfer the funds to your bank account. You can transfer your funds to a debit card. You can do anything like that. We're also looking at possibly creating a customizable, a lot of people have been asking me about this, an actual custom card that says My Resultz Health Solutions on it, and being able to load that card every week and or every month in the Matrix Commission. So the corporate team has got to discuss that, and then we'll get back with you guys when we have the answers. But probably the first two are going to be checks. And then I would recommend setting up a Dwolla account just in case we use that.
Right, and Dwolla is very user-friendly. It's spelled D-W-O-L-L-A, and you can go to Dwolla.com and set up a free account. And I would highly recommend it. I've used it for about 2 years now. It's really, really simple and very, very easy to use. Trip, the importance, of course, as we move forward with the products now being in shipping, is being really careful in building any network marketing business about legal claims, about income claims, product claims. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, so I've already talked to a couple people, and this is really, really typical in network marketing, in just people being excited. But because we're a direct response company, because we plan on taking our marketing message to another level, which is going to enhance your business, enhance your customers, and build your income, because we're going to be doing that, there is going to be a radar, or there's going to be what I call a helicopter hovercraft of two different organizations that take a look at us. One is the FTC, which stands for Federal Trade Commission, and the other one is the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. Those are governmental organizations that are responsible for making sure companies follow regulations. Now, we can sit here all day and argue whether those regulations are fair or unfair. And if you want to know where I sit, I think a lot of it's overregulated. However, that's besides the point. The fact is that the FDA, the FTC is in place to make sure Howard Stern doesn't say the P word, and someone who's selling an herb doesn't come out and say that it cures cancer or cures weight loss or prevents anything. So if you look at that FDA disclaimer, it always says this product is not evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. It is not intended to prevent, treat, or cure any disease. And it also says we recommend that you consult a physician before taking in a product. Now, I am not a physician. I am a marketer. I market products that are supplements. These supplements are not evaluated by the FDA. So what you cannot do is you cannot say cure. You cannot say prevent. You cannot make a guarantee of health. These are absolutely no-nos in the industry. And all I would ask you guys all to do is to use common sense in using this legal approach. So what you're going to want to do is the weight loss product, the fatigue product, the head ease product, the B12 product, here's a better way of formatting it. They assist. They help. They may guide, and they have benefits, whatever those may be. But they don't cure, they don't prevent, and you can't guarantee. So if, for example, the head ease patch, it's designed to assist in the aid of feeling foggy or feeling fatigued. These are very important that you say this stuff on social media, on any websites, on any landing pages, in any text messages, any phone conversation, any television infomercial, or anywhere that can be captured for someone to look at. Now, you could give your own testimonial about a specific evening or a specific result that you have. So you could say, my results were this. I used this product. So I'm not saying you can't say anything beneficial about the product. So Elias today, he says, oh my gosh, the products were amazing. We felt great the next day. That is something that you can say. And you might not be able to say that the product did the work, but he could say, before I used the product, I felt groggy, I felt tired, we were struggling to do our homework, we had a report to give, but using the B12 product, I was able to focus more. It assisted me. So, Scott, I think I covered everything. Is there anything I missed?
No, and same thing with your income. Really your income is your income, and that's your own private information. But if you're talking to a buddy of yours having coffee and he's asking you, hey, Scott, how have you done in your first month? You can tell your own testimony, but we're just talking about the income claims and product claims that are made in a public domain like Facebook, on video through YouTube. And the best thing to always remember is anything you do in your marketing, whether they be flyers or brochures or videos, just send them to support@myresultz.com and get them approved by myself or by Trip and our legal department before you go out there and spend money to produce those things. We just want to make sure that everything needs to be approved. It's right there in the policies and procedures, so don't violate those, okay? Trip, one of the things, just the basic sign-up procedure, is there anything that needs to be covered about basic sign-ups? I don't think I've had a lot of people that have had any confusion with our one-page sign-up.
Let's just go through it real quick while we're here. Here's what I'm going to do when I'm going to sign up a new person. I'm going to go to myresultz.com/my username. Now, I also want to make sure that this HTTP does not have an S in it. That's basically what that does, is that creates a secure encryption. The website will not come up. In fact, if I pull it up, look, nothing. And you'll see up in the top in your URL here, it says HTTPS. That is no. So let's fix that. So this is a non-secure site. Now, cookies has it going to my last known address, so you want to make sure people use that subdomain in order to sign people up. See, it went to the HTTPS. All right, so let's get rid of that. Boom, there we go. So HTTP www myresultz.com.
You put M results. Go back.
Of course I did. I
Sure.
type. That's absolutely what I do. And when you ask somebody to sign up, you say, hey, make sure my name is up here, right there. So this, I know this is my account. All the person has to do is click join now, and we're going to have a lot more join now buttons as we build this site out, as we build a lot of the pages out. And they're going to put in their name, their last name, their postal code, and their email. They're going to hit submit. Their sponsor name is right here, so it's all set up, and all they have to do is enter their personal information. If anyone asks you why we want your social security number, I'll tell you why. You guys are starting a business, a home-based business, by partnering with My Resultz, and in order for me to pay you guys, I need your social security number, so that way I can send you a 1099 at the end of the year, and you can pay your taxes. That's it. It's the only reason. So here's your personal information. Click if your shipping is the same. Your contact information. Here's where you set up your username, your password, and you confirm your password. Obviously, they just pay the consultant $34.95 activation and maintenance fee. This is billed annually, and the monthly recurring fee of $14.95 replicated site hosting and maintenance. All I gotta do is
that's the $49.90, and then that's over and above their first month of their product, right?
Yep. Yeah, and then they just select the product, whether they want the combo, the weight release, the B12 Evergo. Maybe they want the weight release. Maybe they don't. Maybe want the B12. Maybe in 2 weeks when I have that, what I call, that combo pack. It's not really a combo pack. It's a split pack of the B12 headies. Maybe it'll be right here. They could select whatever the product they want. They're going to enter their name they would like to use for their website. They're going to agree to all policies and procedures. They're going to type in their CAPTCHA, and boom, they're in business. They're going to get an email with their login information.
Remember, really quick, going back on that, is when they choose their username up there by their password, they could actually have a different website tag. Most people choose to use the same username and website tag, but you could be S. Nelson for your username, and your website could be Scott's Healthy Results as my website. The username and the password are when you want to go to myresultz.com and log in as a consultant.
And Scott's talking about right here that's for the login. Your replicated site's going to be this: create your website. So after you enter your CAPTCHA, you'll be in the business. They're going to get an email giving them instructions on how to log in. You're going to get an email saying you signed somebody up. Congratulations. You should reach out to them and get them started. And also in the back office, believe, if it's not there, it will be soon. I'll check real quick, but I believe there's a direct link to the consultant support. Is there not, Scott?
In the back office, yes, there is.
So let's talk about that real quick. So right here, you're going to want to direct them to join that Facebook consultant support, and there's a link right here that'll take them to it. They just add themselves, and they'll be good to go.
Yeah, go ahead and click on that. Is that connected over there? And I'm not sure if that was active yet or not. Yep, it is. So what they do is they just go up right there where it says joined, since we already joined, and go ahead and click on join, because you need to be approved. This is a private group, and it's only for active consultants only. So please don't give that out to anybody that's thinking about joining My Resultz, because we had a couple of people that tried to join this last week that were not members, and they came over with the intention of trying to spam the private Facebook group. We found it out, we eliminated them, and that was that.
And so what this group is designed for, it's not our support team. What it's designed to do is for a little bit of motivation, a little bit of information, a little bit of events. If you ask a question, a lot of times other consultants will answer it like, hey, how do I do this? A lot of times outside of just our support team, a lot of people will answer questions for you. It's a team location of consultants that are all working together to support each other and also get information. Obviously, like when we have a webinar, there's the link to the webinar to enroll. There's just, a lot of useful information up here. Now,
Yeah,
I will share.
And there's that. Okay,
Scott.
I was just going to say, what we also do over there, Trip, is we want to make sure, because people ask me all the time, hey, I wasn't able to watch the training today. Is there video on it? Hey, I missed the business presentation on Sunday night. We always go over there. I always go over there once we have a link and we put it up. It's a great way to be able to get it out. You could click on that. There's Trip's video. You saw that. And to click on it, it's really easy. You just click on that box. There's Saturday morning's training last week, and see, boom, it starts to play. And a person can watch it right there on the site. You can also copy the link right off the YouTube channel. So that's awesome.
Yeah, now I have something else to report to you guys. So I don't want to confuse everybody. What you're looking at now is the My Resultz consultant support. This is the group area for us to work together and get information. However, here's the challenge that I'm having. There's no way to create an instant message with this group, because if there was, it'd be a great location for you guys to IM any support questions, but they just don't let you. If you look up here in groups, they don't let you instant message unless somebody else has an answer to that or an app for that. Let me know. I'm more than willing to install it. So what I've done is I want to let you guys know that if you just go to facebook.com/myresultz, the difference between the two, this is very important, is this is a page. It's not a group. It is a page. And as long as your friends or liked this page, you can send an instant message to the My Resultz page. We're going to be using this as an instant message chat right now for support. So if you have any support questions, as long as you're friends with the My Resultz Innovations in Health, and all it is just My Resultz up here, and you add us as a friend, you can instant message me and my team and the support group, and we'll be able to get your questions answered. So what do you want to, I got a couple of questions. Okay, sounds good. Someone said that they can, that you may be able to use the chat feature for the group. That sounds awesome. Someone else said that a custom debit card sounds like a great idea. Hope we can get that soon. So again, our corporate team's going to be talking about that. We'll be discussing that. Would it be possible to come up with flyers or brochures to help us with this so there won't be anything misleading? So Arletta, this is a great question. So what Arletta said is, would it be possible for you guys to come up with flyers or brochures to help us with this so there won't be anything misleading? So that's a great idea, Arletta, because what happens is I can control the message. I can control, any claims, and it's not something on my radar right this minute, but shortly we'll be coming out probably with different flyers and different options for you guys that will be already the corporate created. So in the meantime, if you have someone else that does it, just email support@myresultz.com to get it approved, and hopefully we'll be able to generate flyers and stuff, marketing material for you guys in very soon. So what else would you like to cover, Scott?
Well, really important. As we go through the bumps in the roads that we encounter, especially in the area of billing errors, we had that happen. There were some people that actually had set their auto ship up after they'd already had it set up. People that enrolled, their auto ship was set up once, and then all of a sudden there were a handful of people that were receiving some double billing yesterday. The last thing that you want to do, please remember this and pass this along, is do not call your bank, do not call your credit card company. Immediately contact us through either the Facebook support or, better yet, through support@myresultz.com and let us know, because it's very easy to remedy and to credit back any charge that might be in error. We're hoping in a perfect world it never happens again, but unfortunately in the computer world, I've been in this industry for a long time, been through many of our what we call pre-launches, and there are bumps in the road. I wish we could tell you differently, but please make sure you contact the company. See, the reason we say that is because when we set up a merchant account, and if a person goes back there and they call, they freak out, and they say, oh, hey, my card got charged twice, and the bank might say, well, we'll go ahead and we'll just refuse the charge. It reports back to the merchant company, and it can endanger, obviously, our merchant account from being delayed or even suspended. We just don't want that. So yesterday, Trip and the support team were right on top of that glitch. That was just a software glitch, and just come to support first, and we'll take care of it. And that's, I think, very important.
And those are the best ways to contact us right now. So we have support@myresultz.com. The single fastest way to get results, you guys, the single best way to do it is to instant message that page I just showed you. Because my team could answer 15 instant messages and create a chat and a history at the same time. They could close more tickets that way than you ever will through email. So go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe you can put a direct link on the members' website where they can access that IM on Facebook or something, if that's a possibility.
Okay, so where that's going to be right here, you guys, under company links, there's a Facebook consultant support group, and then I'm going to add, and it's going to say Facebook instant message support or chat or something like that, and that's going to be there, and I'll get that done today.
Okay.
I'm going to take a couple more questions, Scott. Someone had questions about the products. Who manufactures the product? Whoa, what just happened? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Who manufactures the prospects? Prospects have questions about manufacturers' quality control protocols. They're excited. They just need reassurances. So we don't give that information out. That's proprietary. The facility is a GMP facility in the United States. That's all I can let you guys know. And if they're not comfortable with that, then I really don't know what to tell them. But you know,
the GMP stands for Good Manufacturing Process. So you can be assured that it is highest quality. The products are amazing. Keep in mind, too, that we guarantee the product. We want to make sure our customers are happy. If they were ever dissatisfied within that first, 3 or 4 weeks, we don't want people to be dissatisfied. And so the products are amazing. I mean, I've used them. Tripp's used them. We've had the test group, the weight release support group that JJ has set up, and the results have been truly astounding.
Yeah, and then Elias had that whole group that last night they did really great. So here's a great test for me. So I just got a question that says someone thinks they might have a problem with their credit card. We did get some denied credit cards that we're working off, and they may be missing something, and they want to get their auto ship set up. So my answer to them through this go-to meeting is I am the Facebook page, and my customer support team will work it out for them. And I just sent it back to them. So we'll see how that goes. Cool. I think as far as questions, we got all the questions answered. Scott, is there anything else that you think we need to cover?
Just remember that I will be sending out a link this afternoon for tomorrow evening's live event. That is right now. We're getting very close to having some new slides added in that will cover the compensation, the enhanced compensation plan. Next week we'll be definitely going through some of the training on the compensation plan for you on our Saturday training, but tomorrow night is the single biggest event of each week, Right now we're doing just the one business presentation, and that will be tomorrow evening, Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So you'll be getting an email this afternoon with a registration link on that event, and that is a place that you really want to focus. We're going to be doing a lot of training next week. We're going to be talking about the power of 4. And I think everybody knows what that means, that we only want people to really focus initially on 4 people that say, hey, man, I want this opportunity. I really want to work with you in this. And you want to find those 4 because those are the committed ones. And so we're going to be talking a lot about that. So make sure tomorrow night to try to focus today and during the day tomorrow to have at least 1 or 2 people come on and watch the presentation and allow us to do that work for you. So you'll get that link this afternoon. That's Sunday night live opportunity call webinar at 8 p.m. Eastern time, Sunday night, and make sure you bring guests to that. Back to you, Trip.
All right, so I'm writing it down right now so you guys can write it down. Obviously, you guys know where to find that information either through an email or on the Facebook page. And we're going to do our opportunity presentation call. And the great news about that is we're firing on, well, I shouldn't say we're firing on all cylinders. We are well on our way into the pre-launch, and we're really, really excited about being able to deliver checks. So we have a fast start in place that's going on right now. And the more people you can get to the opportunity webinar, the quicker that I can send you guys out checks and get you guys paid. So that Sunday opportunity webinar is always a big one. Another thing that happens is a lot of people invite people to that webinar. So when people hear that there's hundreds of people on that call, they'll get excited and they'll want to be a part of something really special. So Scott, I got a couple more questions, and they're good ones. So I'm going to address them real quick. And these are also questions that could be taken in the IM, the Facebook page, by IM and the My Resultz Facebook page. So, but I'm going to answer them real quick. So Kelly wants to know, is the combo pack 120, is that the weight release and the B12, or is the combo pack 100? So we're still doing some tests and adding some products in here and playing with it, and it looks like our IT team has added a few things in here. But the combo pack, if you want the weight release and the B12, is the 100. You're going to want to use the 100. So that hopefully that answers Kelly's question. So for those of us who signed up for the beta phase, when does our 90-day start for the fast start bonuses?
It just started.
It just started.
Yeah, this week. On when did we go live? Thursday?
Something like that. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it started the 90 days. That's where you can, if you personally enroll 4, and then work with those 4 to help them enroll 4, and then work with those 4, which is 16 more. If everybody in that group enrolls 4 personals in your first 90 days, which would be the 20th of November, you have till the 20th of February. Is that right? And if you do that, and you let us know that you've accomplished that, we'll verify it, and you will get a $1,000 bonus. And then you'll want to make sure that you work with your 4 or more people that you personally enrolled, help them to reach their $1,000 fast start bonus, because every single person that you enroll as a consultant, when they reach theirs in their first 90 days, you've also got yourself a $500 matching bonus. And that's some pretty good money right up front.
So someone wants to know if we can send out the link to the opportunity call before the training ends, and I'm not really quite sure that's humanly possible.
No, it's not for me, because I'm going to be doing that. It will be going out early this afternoon, and that way you'll be able to just copy that registration link and send it over to the person. But make sure you don't just spam people with it. Get them really interested by saying, hey, I've got some really good friends that are starting up a television infomercial business. We're looking for some really good quality people that need some extra money and some excitement in their life. Are you available tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific? And then they say, yeah, that'd be great. Don't give in and try to give them any information, because you're going to blow it 9 out of 10 times. Just have them come watch that presentation tomorrow night.
So
let us do the work for you.
Yeah, so it's 11 o'clock. We're going to close this call, but that brings me to a real quick training that I want to tell you guys. It's going to take 1 minute, and here's the bottom line when it comes to network marketing and network marketers. Not everybody's looking for a business opportunity. Even though you can start with very little money down, you can start part-time. It's not for everybody. Some people just want to try the products first, and you can get them have them try the products, buy the products, and when they get the great results, usually they'll want to be able to get those products at a discount and maybe even make a little money. You can go that route. But when you're introducing people to a business opportunity, whatever you do to introduce them, to talk to them about it, they are instantly going to feel like they have to do the same thing you're doing. So if you get into the compensation plan, if you get into the details of the ingredients on the product and where the corporate, where they were incorporated and when the paychecks come, what happens is you spend about an hour talking to them about a business. And that person, we'll call them Jane. Jane is going to feel instantaneously that in order for her to build her business, she's going to have to do what you do. And that is not a duplicatable system. Network marketing is designed on duplication. So what you need to do is keep the interest there without the explanation. Let the company or the tools do the explaining. In fact, you can even say, you know what, Jane, this business has been so easy. I'm already about to get my first paycheck. I just started. And all I do is you have the tools and the company explain everything. And it takes less than an hour.
Yeah. And we have the marketing platform that's being built right now that should be done relatively soon, that are going to have landing pages, videos that will do all of that explaining for you, not to mention an autoresponder customer contact system that will actually drop and distribute personalized emails with your name, your follow-up. They'll drip over people for about 45 days automatically. There'll be about 10 different sales letters that have already been created. We'll be implementing that into our marketing platform and launching that very, very soon as part of your back office. It's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely. I got nothing left. I'm done, Scott.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, links are going out. Let's really fill up tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern.